Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be pouring some concrete. I've been neglecting this project ever since I got my camper, but of course the fire whistle goes off. But got most of the camper done now, so we're back to tackling this concrete pad. So today we're going to turn this pile of gravel and sand into a nice new pad. This is how I have it all hooked up, the form set up. So you can see I got my wire mesh, I got my rebar that's drilled into this slab. It's drilled in about 8 inches, I think. And then you can see this one here, have it at an angle going this way. Middle one is straight, and this one is angled that way. And in theory, it should just create like a little wedge, make sure this other pad never moves away from this pad. So all the pads are going to be connected together just like this, so there'll be no movement at all, really. I got this one all leveled out. You can see there's it's a little bit high over there. It's going to be closer to like 8 inches thick. So I'm gonna, before I do that final pad, that one there, I'm gonna have to get another ton of gravel and do some more filling. Going a little bit thick, definitely not bad. So real quick before we start, I just want to go over a couple problems that I had with this pad, something that I'm gonna fix going forward. So somehow it's not square. My first pad, thought that I had it all squared out, but for some reason, like this corner is not square. So I'm gonna correct that now. I'm gonna go with this face and make all of this perfectly straight. And then once I do this pad, I'm gonna square it with that corner and make it come out that way. So that's the one issue I had. This new pad is pretty much all square, but you really want to make sure that your pad is as square as can be. The next thing is the finish that I did on the pad. I did a really light brush finish, but after thinking it through, I decided I'm going to go with a smooth finish just for making cleaning up easier. I can leave this pad just the way it is. I'll find something to store on here, but yeah, we're going to get into it, guys. I got a 1.5 tons of gravel, ton of sand, and I have a bunch of bags of Portland ready to go. Should take 6 bags. That's how many bags it took me for the last pad. I bought 7, but I only used 6. Just like before, the ratio is 3 gravel, 2 sand, 1 Portland. And I'm just gonna be using my shovel there to measure everything out. So we're gonna get started. All right guys, and this is what we got. So it looks pretty good right now. Still got to touch up a few spots, touch up the corners a little bit. I'm not really worried about making the corners super nice, but just doing my best here. So that's what we got. Took me about 4 hours to do this pad, just because my setup wasn't quite as good and had to make some more concrete. Used a lot of the sand. Still had some left over from last time. Most of my gravel. Then I used all 6 bags of Portland that I had, and then luckily I had 2 buckets of extra, which was like a bag and a half. So I actually needed like 8 bags for this pad just because it was so thick. But all worked out, got it done. Just cleaned up all my tools, make sure that's all done. Still got a mag floated one more time. But yeah guys, I'll show you what it looks like when I pull the forms off. All right guys, it's the next day. I got the forms all off and pad's looking pretty good. So like I was saying, I made this one nice and smooth. It's starting to rain here now, but which is actually a good thing for this pad. Rain will make it cure slower, and it'll end up being harder, so it's a good thing. But yeah, it turned out pretty nice here. I'm actually really happy with how this is coming together. Front here, I got a really nice face here. Got concrete all the way through, so that turned out good. This side had a couple spots where it stuck to the forms. I took the forms off a little early, but that's not a big deal because this is gonna get covered with another pad anyway, so that'll all be filled in, like that little spot right there. But yeah, turned out nice. So we got 2 pads done now. Like I was saying, this front edge is pretty much perfectly square now. I messed up that first one, so now next when I do these 2 pads, I'll have to make it square, and it'll be a little bit crooked at that corner, but the rest of the pads will all be square. It turned out pretty sweet. Really thick down on that side. Like I said, I'm gonna get some more gravel to fill in so I don't have to make as much concrete. This is only like the second concrete I've ever finished that is smooth, and turned out pretty nice. I definitely like the smooth a lot better than the rough. It's definitely going to be a lot easier to sweep up and everything, so this will be the only pad that has a little bit of texture to it, so not a big deal. But yeah guys, working on this garage slab 1 pad at a time. Got 2 done now, so I got 10 more. So it's gonna be 3, 3, 3, 3. Once I have 1 more pad done, I'll be a quarter of the way done. So I got lots of work to do, but it's definitely doable. Still, it's a different color still because it needs to cure. Once it all cures, it'll be nice and bright, just like that one. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just knocking out another one of these pads. My Harbor Freight mixer has been holding up real good. I guess this big garage slab is going to be the ultimate test for this thing. Looks like it might be the best 250 bucks I ever spent, but we'll see. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the future videos. And if you learned anything today, make sure you drop a big thumbs up down below. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. Peace.